There's a certain kind of people who never just has a thought. They have a replay of what they said, how they said it, how it might have sounded, what the other person might have meant. Hours later, sometimes days later, their mind is still there in that moment. If you overthink, you don't just remember conversations, you dissect them. You don't just make decisions, you run simulations. And by the time your head finally hits the pillow, your body is exhausted, even if you barely moved. People tell you, relax, you're thinking too much, just let it go. But they don't understand. Overthinking didn't start because you wanted drama. It started because, at some point, thinking saved you. When thinking felt like safety. Maybe you grew up in an environment where mistakes had consequences. Maybe you learned that being prepared meant being safe. So your brain adapted. If I think ahead, I won't get hurt. If I replay it, I won't mess up next time. If I imagine every outcome, I won't be surprised. Overthinking feels responsible. It feels like maturity. It feels like control. But sometimes it's just fear wearing a smart mask. The mind that won't rest. Your prefrontal cortex, the planning center of your brain, is incredibly active. You are good at analyzing. You see patterns. You notice details. You read between the lines. But when anxiety joins the conversation, analysis turns into looping. And looping feels productive because your brain confuses movement of thought with progress. You're not solving the problem. You're circling it again and again and again. The emotional weight. Overthinking isn't loud, it's quiet. It's lying awake at 2 a.m., replaying something small. It's rereading a message before sending it 10 times. It's imagining rejection before it even happens. And slowly, that constant mental noise drains you. Not dramatically, gradually. Your nervous system stays slightly activated, always scanning, always anticipating, never fully resting. The illusion of control. At its core, overthinking is about one thing, control. If I can predict it, I can manage it. If I analyze it enough, I won't feel embarrassed. I won't fail. I won't lose. But life doesn't reward perfect prediction. It rewards action. And action requires uncertainty. Overthinking promises safety, but sometimes it steals opportunity. The truth about you. Here's what people miss. Overthinkers are often deeply thoughtful, empathetic, self-aware, intelligent. You care. That's why your brain works overtime. But caring without boundaries turns into self-pressure, and self-pressure turns into paralysis. The shift. The goal isn't to stop thinking. Your mind is powerful. The shift is learning when thinking has done enough. There is a moment when more analysis won't make it better. That moment is where courage begins. Because sometimes peace doesn't come from solving every possible outcome. It comes from choosing one and moving forward anyway. If you overthink, you're not broken. Your brain is trying to protect you. But protection and growth are not always the same path. Sometimes the only way to quiet the noise is to act despite it. If this resonated with you, subscribe to True Psychology, because understanding your mind is the first step to finally calming it. I'll see you in the next one.